Welcome to Live Magazine TV.
We're going to show you the spirit of giving in the Coachella Valley.
Interviews with fun hosts.
Live Magazine TV.
So tune in to Pop City Saturdays at 11 a.m. on iHeartRadio.
And also you can catch us on Live Magazine TV. Pop City, we're talking about you.
Welcome to my world. I'm Lizzie B. My intention is to inspire you to awaken to your best self yet.
Hi, my name is Stephen Roche. And I'm Paul Belsito. And we are the Filmmakers Gallery.
Hey, did you ever hear from Michelob Ultra? I got it.
So I'm training for this big role. It's a Michelob Ultra commercial.
I'm the spokesman. I am Captain Michelob.
I like beer! So sorry.
This is yours. And relax. You gotta be fit. You gotta love Michelob Ultra. It's not like anyone else could do this.
Name?
Pardon?
What is your name?
Chris Pratt?
Over there, bud. Thanks.
So this is pretty much the accumulation of my life's work. I'm so proud when I come down here and you can feel the entire design team and my guys who, are my family. The love that they put in this. And I picked pavers that sat on the patio and calculated all the numbers and all the changes. And my entire team, I mean, if we were to never do a paver job again, this is such a high note and I will love this forever.
Brunch a Go-Go from 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. The happiest happy hour, 11 to 7 daily. Get a 3-course dinner for just $19.99.
Welcome to Trio.
It's always great to see you.
Trio, where Palm Springs eats.
Hi, I'm John Thoman. You're watching Live Magazine TV.
Over. Oh, my pleasure.
I absolutely.
Yes. Your house is so beautiful. Every time I come here, it's always just stunning. Cocktails. And Sparkle. Yes. So, well, can I have a sip of my Sparkle cocktail? Let's start that way. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Karen, with all that you do with your collecting, with your husband's recording studio in Joshua Tree, where do you find the time to start a brand new business, Spa Girl? How did that come about?
Oh my gosh, cheers.
Yeah, cheers, ladies.
So, I've been working on this for about 6 years. You always have to drink.
Yeah, you have to.
That's right.
So, what do we love to do? Is drink. And, entertain, which I do all the time. So about 6 years ago, I thought, when another company came out and came out with a ready-to-drink, low-calorie cocktail, I thought, went out and bought it. Interesting. I thought it lacked, enough alcohol. If we're gonna drink, let's, have a little bit of alcohol in it and keep the sugar down. But anyway, I was at the Viceroy Hotel at 6 years ago, reading Forbes magazine about the whole story of this brand that sold the company. But what really was so important to me is that within the first 6 months of national distribution, sales were up 486%.
Wow.
So I thought, this is something that really speaks to women,
right,
and something new in the industry. I thought, what if somebody does it and does it the best they can do? All natural ingredients, a little higher proof alcohol, no artificial sweeteners. So that was the birth.
How long did it take you to get your recipe?
Actually, that was the hardest part.
Yeah,
it took a few years. I worked with 5 different flavor houses across the country because I couldn't quite get the right flavor. It's all about the flavor. The branding is a Palm Springs brand. If you look at the logo, it's the Parker Hotel, the center bar, the orange doors, the spa water, cucumber infused water, the Viceroy serves every day, which is Avalon.
Right.
So, it was born, and then we bought the house, and then the whole thing just kept happening.
And it's really doing well.
It's doing so well.
I've watched you over the past, I guess, 5 or 6 years since I've known you, and I've watched you grow. It's a balance. And tell us where you can get Spa Girl.
Oh my goodness, we're at Total Wine and Bevmo's in California, Nevada, Arizona. We're at Bonds Pavilions, Albertsons.
Oh, you are?
Soon to be at Safeway.
Yay!
So it's really exciting. It's really been it's been a beautiful journey.
Sure,
and
stressful.
1% are female business owners in the spirits industry.
Yay. Okay.
And
then you're bringing them.
And I've been said no to a million times. But at first it's really hard. Especially as you get older and you've had other careers and you try a new one, and then all of a sudden people are like, no.
So did you find the hardest thing was not doing the recipe, but actually getting it in, getting your face in there, and people taking you seriously?
Taking me seriously, number one. Just building the product, the brand, sourcing the glass, the caps, you name it. That was very, very challenging. Getting the formula done was extremely very challenging. Then going through the TTP labeling and formula approvals was hard. But what's really hard is now you've got this great product that tastes amazing, and going to distributors and trying to sell it, and they're like, no, we don't like it. Nobody wants this. No. And I mean, it was like, it was the hardest thing to take that rejection.
After all that work.
After all that work, but after all these years, I've had other careers, so it's like, wait a minute, but I never doubted it.
You've never given up.
I have never, and now, it's fantastic.
And now
we're doing great.
It takes like one major chain to take it. And then the next person wants it.
And we work really hard. We do a ton of tastings, and if you taste it, you'll buy it, typically.
Oh, this is wonderful.
So I mixed it.
Cucumber?
Yes.
That's the cucumber.
This is what I'm
With
drinking.
a little coconut milk or water, just a splash, and freshly squeezed pink grapefruits from the tree.
It's absolutely refreshing.
And how many calories?
Oh, this is
nothing.
No, this is probably when I filled the glasses, it was probably 50.
That's it? Oh, how nice.
Wow, wonderful. And the biggest thing we just found out, which is really exciting, is Weight Watchers. So I have a lot of customers who are on Weight Watchers, and they scan the barcode, and we're 1 point per serving.
Oh, wow. I'm going on Weight Watchers.
Wow, you're going to have Oprah. Isn't that Oprah?
Yeah, I know. 5 points is wine.
5 points is wine, and this is
for
only
6
wine?
ounces,
Okay, this might be
and
my
1
new
serving.
drink all the time.
So
we can find it here at 849 as well.
That's right. Lots of restaurants.
Yes. And that's the other thing. Palm Springs, the restaurants were amazing. Our local liquor stores, Jensen's, they were right behind me, and I'm so grateful. Lulu's, 849.
Karen, you mentioned Oprah, and of course her company is called Harpo, which makes me recall a story that you told me about your house.
Boy, that was good. I like that.
So we come to find out, we did, we had to beg, borrow, and steal to get this house, and to flash back a little bit, my husband and I are true entrepreneurs. So, sometimes, we don't look fabulous on paper, but we can definitely do things. So the banks, it was during the recession, like no. So we had to beg, borrow, and steal, and we found out that Harpo Marx was the first owner of the house.
Of this house?
Of this house.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then either his son or his nephew, it was Michael Marx, was on the building permit. Then they lost everything in the fire in Palm Springs. There was talk about there's a big fire at the building department. So
they lost all the historical documents and documentation. So City Hall was it?
So it was kind of hard to track a lot, but what was really fun is we were having a dinner party a few years ago, and it was 9:30 at night, and the doorbell rang, and it was this beautiful redhead, and she knocked on the door, and she goes, I used to live here. I was in town for an event of some sort. She goes, do you mind if I just walk through the house? We're like, of course. So her family was old Mr. Boston, which is an alcohol
Oh my gosh.
company, which is
Oh, I get chills.
And then we have a liquor closet that has all old Mr. Boston's
That was
labels.
here.
That was her father, and this was their summer house, and they lived in Boston. So we toured the house, and it was so fun. And I'll show you the liquor cabinet. So it's so funny, decades later, it's Spa Girl.
So it was meant to
It was
be.
meant
This
to
house
be.
was definitely
It was
meant to be yours.
Definitely, it's a sign.
It really
And
is.
but what was really fun is she said that her parents threw great parties.
Ah.
She said they entertained all the time. So supposedly,
I love one of my favorite rooms here is what we call the British room.
Oh yes.
And your husband also has some motorcycles in the room, which is so unexpected. In your hallway, you have a collection of
rock and roll.
And
And so
records,
what?
signs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. That interests me the most.
So we collect vintage guitars and rock and roll, 50s, 60s and up. So absolutely, music is going 24/7 in this house.
Oh, that is not going to end well. Shouldn't there be a guard there? Hey, it's my wizard. Wow.
It's Bud Light Lime and Orange season. Saddle my horse, you guys can walk.
Bud Light Lime and Bud Light Orange, brewed with real citrus peels.
Live Magazine TV with Elizabeth Scarcella. Saturday, 3:30 p.m. on KPSE. Colorful interviews, Palm Springs fun. Live Magazine TV.
Wave to Maryland and come to Lulu, the award-winning California bistro. Fabulous breakfast, a luscious 3-course Sunday brunch, scrumptious dinners serving fresh fish, perfect steaks, pizzas, salads, and more. Something for everyone. A 3-course special to savor from $15.99. The best all-day and night happy hour. There's always a party at Lulu in the heart of downtown Palm Springs on South Palm Canyon and Arenas.
Where are you guys?
Get in here now.
Find yourself downtown Palm Springs, California with award-winning Pan Asian cuisine.
What are you having?
I love the ahi tuna.
The usual. Orange chicken.
Any suggestions?
The duck is awesome.
I'll take that.
Enjoy. Cheers to Twangs.
Brunch a Go-Go from 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. The happiest happy hour, 11 to 7 daily. Get a 3-course dinner for just $19.99.
Welcome to Trio.
It's always great to see you.
Trio, where Palm Springs eats.
Live Magazine TV with Elizabeth Scarcella.
Wow. Meeting Donna Loren, the Dr. Pepper girl, it was so amazing. What an inspiring woman she is and an amazing career. Well, just see for yourself.
Welcome, Donna Loren. We are here at Trio, where Palm Springs eats, and I am so excited to talk with you. Elizabeth, it's my pleasure. You know, from the very moment that I set eyes on you, just as Sebastian said would happen, I feel connected to you.
Thank you. I think we have maybe a heart connection, also what I call vertical, always trying to stay connected spiritually.
Yes, definitely. And I'm sure as we go on with this interview, we're going to learn much more connections that we have so that we can help other people understand themselves better as well.
Absolutely. Well, as a young child, you know, I say in my book, which is called Pop 60s, at 7 years of age, you know, my parents sat me down at the dining room table and kind of put it to me and said, you know, we recognize that you love to sing and, you know, you've already done a few amateur contests and we think that, you know, our ability to earn a good living for our family of 5, wow, is better led by your efforts. So what are you going to do? And they put it to me that way.
That's a lot of responsibility.
And literally, that's when the childhood kind of exits.
Yes.
And you take on the responsibility of an adult. And it was very much role reversal, although my father, my dad, who adopted me because I was abandoned at birth by my biological father, was a photographer and an artist. And so when he passed away in 1999, I received a box of thousands of negatives that he had taken because he traveled with me during my career. I traveled with Dick Clark.
Wow.
And we crossed the country during the summer on a tour with the very first tour that the Supremes were even on before they broke and became a hit.
Wow, and there you are with the Supremes, we see in the
Yes.
book. Wow, that's amazing. And so your very first movie,
My very first movie was called Muscle Party. And so as product placement, I was put in to hold a bottle of Dr. Pepper in a scene until the musical director discovered that I could sing.
Hi, I'm Donna Loren. Dr. Pepper makes an ideal gift for your true love, but watch out for rivals. Good times begin with Dr. Pepper, distinctively different Dr. Pepper. Not a cola or a root beer, both Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper have that light, lively taste enjoyed by millions. Delicious, great, the flavor fine, it's Dr. Pepper time.
Whatever fears that I had as a child, taking on that responsibility of helping, you know, my fellow man, disappeared as soon as I made that heart connection.
wow.
It really did. Just to this moment. It really, you know how that feels.
I do know how that feels.
So when you stay connected vertically, you expand into the universe.
Yes, and I do agree with this also, that when we stay connected, then we are coming from love, as you said. And if we know that we're here to help others, and that's what it's all about, then nothing is insurmountable. I'm so glad I met you.
I know, it's been a blessing.
Thank you so much, Donna. I really appreciate your heartfelt conversation with us. I hope that so many people are going to be inspired by Donna's story and know that you too can become the best that you want just by connecting to your heart. And that is what our job is all about. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Thoman. You're watching Live Magazine TV.
Wang's in the Desert. Wang's in the Desert features and seeks out leading and cutting-edge entertainers from the Coachella Valley and beyond. Entertainment every night with a bevy of talent. Happy hour 7 nights a week. Call 760-325-9264 for dinner. Stop by for a bite. Eat, drink, and be entertained all night. At Wang's, the coolest place in the desert.
Everybody's fine, especially on nights down hello. Yes, we like it.
Welcome to the lounge here at beautiful Palm Springs Cultural Center.
And want to welcome our two guests, Tony Award winner Gary Beach and his lovely husband Jeff Barnett.
Wasn't it? It was such a treat. And to have a Tony Award winner and an Academy Award winner.
Who's that?
Jonathan Sanger. Both you guys here on the same night for the Mel Brooks musical feature version of The Producers.
And the audience really liked to hear the behind the scenes stories about how you put it together and taking your role from stage and how you recrafted it for film, and that was really fascinating to us.
The interesting thing about that is we always hear that the people who originate the roles never get to recreate them for the film, and so many of us did. And
that's right. Probably more of you got to do that than probably any other movie musical ever made.
I think so, at least, yeah.
I think you were the first, weren't you? Yeah, the first, when actually the movie was showing, you were actually you went back into the show on Broadway.
Yeah, I actually doing the movie and the show at the same time.
Did the Q&A or moderated our conversation segment. We're also excited to have our friend, filmmaker Vincent Sassone, who's with College of the Desert here, and that was one of the things I remember from that segment of the night. Was that particular thing.
So tell us, how did you guys get from Broadway to Palm Springs?
Oh,
by way of Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very good.
We lived in LA, and then I was offered The Producers, so we moved to New York. And came back to LA to do The Producers for 4 months, I think. And went back to New York to finish out my run. And then I did a production of La Cage aux Folles on Broadway.
That's right.
And which was thrilling.
That's the one I saw.
It's the first revival.
Right. 2005.
Yeah.
June of 2005.
And but eventually, skipping ahead, it became time to leave New York. You know, time to leave.
No more snow.
And yeah, and so we were living on the East Coast. Even though he was born in LA, and I had lived here in LA, we decided let's try Palm Beach, Florida. So we went down for 6 years. Loved every second.
We lived in a country club called Marisol, and the funny thing is, actually, even for the first year, he couldn't even say the words country club.
I couldn't bring myself to say it.
We live at Marisol. But it was a great club, and we actually had a wonderful time, and we were so welcome there.
Awesome.
But then we decided, it's like, our marriage actually changed everything, our legal marriage, which yesterday was our 5th year anniversary legally, even though we've been together for 30 years.
Happy anniversary.
30 years.
Congratulations.
And I know, thank you. And we, at the time, it's like there was only 6 states that allowed marriage, and that's what brought us out to California. We weren't going to live in Iowa. Sorry, Iowa. If you're anybody's Iowa, sorry. And but no, it's we need to come back to California.
Yeah, we both, and also Palm Springs.
Yeah,
because we just loved it. From I first came here in 1985. Was doing a show in Los Angeles. And
with Mary Martin and Carol Channing.
Legends. That's
yes, yeah. And Mary lived here.
Fantastic.
I think Rancho. And I said sort of naively, "Would I like it there?" She said, "Oh, you'd love it." So I came out to test the waters, and we came for years after that. Just
this is our playground.
Yeah. Then when it came time to really sort of like, let's get serious about this wedding thing and how people treat you. So we decided to come back here. Glad we did. We love it.
Yeah, we just moved here a year ago, and we feel the same way. So
yeah.
We love it. We'd come here all the time for weekends.
And bringing the Filmmakers Gallery here has been such a delight, and meeting people like you, and
we love to
talk about this. What a year we've already had here.
Yeah.
This has been fantastic.
Well, Palm Springs has become so film-centric now. it started off, we have our Shorts Festival coming up, of course, and but our film festival was foreign films, and now it's a big film place, and I think that our proximity to Los Angeles, it's so easy for people to come here.
It's a film destination.
Something like
exactly
what you guys are doing.
And it's
perfect.
It is perfect.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Well, we feel blessed to be working with Palm Springs Cultural Center, and
the team here
they've
is
been great.
great.
The team is fantastic.
Couldn't be more of a delight, and
popcorn's great.
The popcorn is the best ever. And we wanted to say that it's such an honor to have you here for one of our first shows here with Live Magazine TV, and actually here at the historic Palm Springs Cultural Center. And I just couldn't be more
thrilled
to be a part to have you. So coming from the Palm Springs Cultural Center, we are the Filmmakers Gallery. I'm Paul Belsito.
And I'm Stephen Roche. And this has been a Filmmakers Gallery moment.
I like pink, so I took to the Pink Panther.
Hey, good turnout. Tonight we have a party in Elena Bulletova Fine Art celebrating our selection for Live magazine cover, me and Erki Mashia.